Fathers and mothers are role models to their children. God has created parents to be role models to their children. Whatever you want your child to be tomorrow, you have to show him or her by example, by the way you live. If you want your male children to be responsible fathers and husbands to their children and your wives tomorrow, then you have to be a responsible father to them and also a responsible husband to your wife. If you don't show your wife love, you don't show her respect, you beat her, you shout at her, you reduce her to nothing before your children, then you have not only devalued your wife before your children, you have devalued womanhood in general. And when your children grow up, especially your male children, they will also devalue women because you have taught them that women should not be respected. You have taught them that women should be beaten up. You have taught them that women are not human beings, but they're rather a thing and not to be treated with love, but rather with disdain. And you, as a wife, you want your female children to be responsible mothers and wives tomorrow, then you have to be a responsible mother too, and of course, a responsible wife to your husband. If you insult your husband, reduce him to nothing before your children, you are teaching your daughters that men should not be respected, that men should not be taken seriously. Mind how you talk to your husband and your wife before your children. If you don't respect your husband, you don't show love to your wife through your words and behavior to them generally, you are sending a wrong signal to your children when they marry tomorrow. You also have to teach your children godliness. As a Christian, you have to show them that it's good to pray and depend on God. As a Christian father and a Christian mother, you have to be prayerful. Let your children see you as a praying father and a praying mother. The way you go to church also tells a lot of stories about your relationship with God. And of course, it teaches your children how to relate with God tomorrow. If you don't take God seriously, you are teaching your children that they should not depend on God. If you go to church late, you are teaching your children that it's not good to be punctual in the things of God. You go to work early, you go to your business early. If you have a flight to catch, whether local or international, you go to the airport early enough. But when you go to church as a woman, you spend time on toiletries, making up, and go late to church. You are teaching your children that it is better to pay more attention to your outward appearance than to show yourself to God in humility. Make sure you teach your children the right principles and right values. And as a father, if you go to church to be pressing phone or be sleeping or watching football on your phone, or you don't even go to church because of football, you're teaching your children that they should place other things before God. But if they see you disciplined in the terms of in spiritual matters, they will learn that they should respect God and put Him first, whether you are a man or a woman, whether you're a husband or wife. What you teach your children about God matters a lot. If you are a dishonest man, you are teaching your children to be dishonest. If you are an unfaithful husband, you are teaching your children that unfaithfulness is good. You are giving them wrong signal. You are teaching them wrong values in life. Whatever you do, they are looking at you. That is why I said that every father and mother is a role model to their children. If as a father you are a drunkard, you are sending a wrong signal to your children. You stay late from home. You don't come back early. Close from work, close from business early, and you come back late to the house when everybody has gone to bed. You are teaching your children that it's not good to value family life. But if you come back early, find time to spend with your wife and your children together, you are promoting family values before them. Whatever you do today has a lot to do in influencing your children tomorrow. The best legacy as a father and as a mother you can leave for your children is legacy of godliness. If you are not disciplined, your children cannot be disciplined because you are teaching them that laziness pays. If as a father and a mother you are not disciplined, you don't want to suffer, you don't want to work, you don't pay attention to what you do, then you are teaching your children that laziness is the key, and that is a very wrong value you are inculcating in them because it will lead them to destruction tomorrow. The greatest value you can add to your children is the value of godliness. If as a mother you dress indecently, you are teaching your children, especially your female children, that exposing parts of their body is good. And that is a very wrong signal and wrong value you are inculcating in them. You can't be worried that they expose parts of their body and they live indecent and irresponsible lives when you yourself are showing them the example. As a father and as a mother, you need to repent from teaching your children wrong values, ask God to forgive you, and pray that you be a positive role model to your children. Remember, if you don't show them good example, they will learn bad example from the social media, from other places. You are the first role model that your children see. Therefore, don't fail God. Be the light in your home and lead your children to God. God bless you.